any guilty regret you have in your life that yeah, I did this one and oh boy, I did this.
I still don't have regret as I don't have a husband yet. Everywhere we can see so many unhappy people, so many divorced people. Like you like need to be more focused. If you're not happy, you need to talk. That people will always judge by their perspective, by their way of mind, which one is not reality. It's all about their level of education.
What is one thing you think that you need to remove from yourself?
I want to remove that negativity because when I come to this age, I don't want other people's negativity to rub off on me and for me to forget my focus in life.
We all are unique, and what is very important is just to add more value. Maybe I want to remove.
Thank you so much to accept our invite, Melina and Dr. Atul. Welcome to the grand premiere of Table Conversation. How are you doing today?
We're very good. Thank you.
How about you, Melina?
Wonderful. So happy to see you again.
What was your thought when we introduced you about Table Conversation?
I was quite intrigued actually because there was no subject, no topic, and there's no planning. So it's just coming here and talking impromptu, answering your questions. That was very intriguing because I think then you can be more genuine with whatever you want to say.
Exactly. How about you, Melina? What was your thought
About what?
about Table Conversation when we approached you?
I didn't have any information. You told me to come, I come. Even I did my hair.
Today's our topic is all about generic persona because we think that a personality should be based to the level organic pure, and you both are an example for the women out there. So what do you think, according to you, are you a proper organic persona or no?
My English very high level, so I try to translate. So I take in one moment. So of course, yes. I'm very inspiring person, as I believe. Many people tell me that, and I hope to continue this journey as more inspiring as ladies, as men, because also in my page I have a big audience as male, and I give them tips how to build more long and more lasting and more stable relationship to their girlfriends and wives. So soon I will be psychology maybe.
How about you, doctor?
So I really believe that I have been inspiring to many women in my life. I'm a much older person and I've been told by patients, I've been practicing for 35 years now. I bring in a lot of hormonal healing through food and lifestyle changes because I want people to heal from within. Besides that, having women as my main patient base, I have seen so many problems over the years. It's been my aim to tell them how to go forward to make it better. So I've been told by many people that I'm very inspiring. Also because at my age, for the amount of things I do, that inspires a lot of younger women to not give up.
That's something unique. When I approached you and my team approached you, doctor, we was like, why? Why you will be a part of it? And I said, why not? Because it's not that what you're doing, it's about how you're inspiring the youth. This shows that how the audience are connected to you.
Yeah.
This is what the love is all about. So are you excited to move on to segment number 1?
Yes.
Having said that, the journey of women's always being challenging because especially when you come to social media, people judge you, people say so many things, oh, this, that and all that. Have you encountered such scenarios in your life at current age?
Yes, I have. Question I've been asked again and again is, have you given up your practice? So that has been unnerving. Also, I find that I'm not taken very seriously in my blogging part because I'm a doctor. I feel that probably PR and marketing does not perceive that I'm serious enough towards what I'm doing. But people who come to know me, they know that I'm very passionate about what I do. So I've done a lot of work with brands also. So that's good. But I have faced, and I'm still facing, I still face a challenge of people coming and telling me, why are you doing this?
How about you, Melina?
It's very hard questions because first of all we must be understanding that any hate which one coming, it's not about us, it's about the person who's sending it, because most of these people maybe they're not satisfied, maybe they're not happy with something, so we don't need to take it personally. Because example for me, now I'm a very young lady, 34 years only, and many men telling me that it's very old to find for your marriage, it's already, I need to go for the church and pray a lot because it's very late. So example for this kind of people who send me a message like this, I can give only one advice: please guys, keep busy with your life, and if you know a very handsome and rich and single guy, you can just DM my profile, so I stop annoying you with my beautiful videos.
Judgment is a part of life, and every time when you do something, people judge you everywhere because they think that no, why we cannot grow and why they are growing. This is what happens all around. Now, for the woman, especially like you who are into the social media and having so many brands collab, do you think brand also judge you a lot?
So I've realized that brands want a thing done in a particular way. They think that they may want, if they're looking for a younger person, or if they're looking for a certain type of how they want you to show their product, then they may not want you if you don't fit in the way they want to do it. But if they have a little open mind, and brands need to realize that we are putting it out there for we are giving them an audience that is not already knowing them, and showing the particular product in a way that a micro influencer would use at home or themselves. It's not advertising actually. So that causes a lot of connect with the audience. Brands become more visible.
How about you, Melina? What do you think?
So I think it also depends of the product of the brand, and what exactly their mission. Because there is in our generation, when the Instagram and TikTok get so much popular, I would say, there is so many kind of content, and of course each brand is very caring about their reputation, so they don't want maybe sometimes take some people who doing some offensive content, or maybe some maybe racism content, or maybe some not good, not polite jokes. So of course, if you want to fit in majority brands, you must to have a high standard for your blogging, and to have some standard what you advertise and what you not advertise. Also very important that you showing the way how this product can fit in each lifestyle.
Having said that, guys, this is not also that product awareness, but also people are, they think that we are getting paid to promote any brands we want. But sometimes, it's not always the fact. We check the product before we use it. I do personally because, safety is better than cure, we say. And now, in terms of education, in the school life, you guys must have seen and observed that you guys must get bullied. People say many things that happen, especially girls also they face. Have you encountered such a situation in your life?
Indirectly, I wouldn't say that, sometimes we're made to feel as if we are not good enough, but that I think we should be changing ourselves more than anything else for that. If we believe that we are not good enough, then we are always going to feel that way. So I do realize.
I understand why we must believe that we're not good.
Yeah, we don't need to believe that. That's exactly what I'm saying. That we shouldn't believe that we are not good enough. Even in college, even if there are young girls, I see a lot of teenage patients, also. And most of them have a problem with their confidence because of the way they look, because of their hair, because of their body color, because of the skin issues that they have. And it's become part of my job to tell them that they can improve that only to make themselves happy. They don't need to do it to make other people happy.
Exactly.
So that is a very important thing that I am teaching them constantly.
Wow, that's commendable because as being doctor, you don't only deal physically, then you just mentally understand them how significant they are.
Yeah.
How about Melina? You're the current Gen Z now also. You don't say that you're 35. Tell us, tell you what people. Now you say, what do you think about the current situation with young girls dealing with some challenges?
So I think even in any age, any woman have many challenges because society putting too much expectation and I don't know why, you know. To be honest, I truly believe that God create everyone is perfect in the way He created because we are must to keep our unique personality. We must to grow our mind. This is as a first of all, which will give you and build your confidence. If you feel confidence not enough, example with talking to people, yeah, read some books. It will help you. If you're not feeling enough confidence with posing or feeling shy on the camera or talking in the public, no problem. Open and practice in front of the mirror.
Yeah.
It's the very basic, simple things. What you afraid, you must to go and do it. First, do it for yourself. When you little bit build your confidence, do it in the public, and be understanding that people will always judge by their perspective, by their way of mind, which one is not reality. It's all about their level of education. So more you educate yourself, more better people will be around you.
You know, something interesting you have said that about mindset and the Asian culture and everywhere, that people think that no, why you're going high, why I cannot go high. Instead of improving themselves, they will try to scratch you, pull down. How much they want to pull you down. But having said that, in our culture, you know, people said the girls should not be working outside or face the reality of the cameras, everything. Just get married, have kids, and move on. Khalas. Do you ever face such issues in your culture?
Multiple times. What can I say? I've had patients who actually feel so frustrated because they've had, not in the marriage, but because they had kids and then they had a sabbatical in their work and then they cannot go back to work. That sometimes you may take a different turn in your life. You may be skilled for a certain thing, but you need to develop another skill if you think, because I think if you chose to have children, it's very important that you are there for the children also. It's extremely important. And you don't know what a role you're playing. It's such a important role you're playing in bringing up your children. So you can always go back to doing something else. You don't have to be stuck to doing the one thing only that you were doing all your life. I have multiple roles that I play and I just adjust them because I know that I'm not just a doctor. I'm much more than that. So I think I really teach my patients.
So no, first of all, I think why I'm saying like this, yeah, because when more young you are, you don't build your character yet, you don't build your personality yet. That's why people matching more easy and they are trying to grow and build together. And sometimes, example, some level of mind not growing. That's why they're happening misunderstanding, divorces, and like this. I believe that if all people will take more attention that you choosing your life partner, yeah, you must to be comfortable, not like your parents said, or you marry only this guy, that's it. This is not like this, because first of all, why people going to make a family and marriage? Yes, they want to bring new babies together, and they need to have very strong personalities and good mind to grow the kids, because everywhere we can see so many unhappy people, so many divorced people. Like you like need to be more focused. If you're not happy, you need to talk. There is many psychologists, there is many doctors who can help your marriage grow and to bring you more inspiration in the marriage.
No, that is true, because you know, fact is of the reality is it's better to speak rather to be immersely getting traumatized. But sometimes, you know, this is a fact that it's better to speak, to be quiet, because it affects a lot, and to grow back it's not so easy.
Can I give one advice for ladies?
Of course.
And for guys also. It's very important to have your own resource of income and not to
Absolutely.
depend on your partner. It can be writing the books, it can be creating jewelry, it can be any work which one can inspire you personally and can help other ladies or can help even all society. That's why the problem in these generations, most people facing in the marriage is financial issue. Because when lady is here, the father, mother, they take care. They have special level of take care. And we're taking the husband. He don't know this level. Maybe his financial care double less which one she received from her parents. And when they comparing together, she feeling not enough, she feeling complain, and he like, oh my God, she need only money. It's not like that. You need to match personality. You need to understand what your woman expenses for her nails, for her beauty, just to feel yourself happy, just to
Yes.
feel yourself satisfied, and then it can be peace in your house.
So I really feel what she said is so valid, and I think we need to change the mindset of every person out there, and we can do that by making people aware that when you get into a marriage or you get into a partnership where you are living with somebody together, it's a commitment to you that you have made to yourself and to the other person. It's I've now been married for 35 years.
That's very inspiring.
35.
That's really
So
good.
I don't know about success, but I know that I want to continue the marriage. That is important.
So
Okay,
this is
over
my success.
anything else. Yeah.
That's true. As you mentioned about the space and the comfort zone, we are very much flexible with our life, and people take advantage of it. And that is a reality, it happens sometimes. How important you think for a girl, especially the space and the comfort zone is?
It's very important. We don't actually, when I said we need to change the mindset, I was talking about how we raise our boys is what we should change. More than anything else. I have done that. I like to believe that I have only one son, and I like to believe that I've raised him with the knowledge that he will have a wife in future. He has to respect that wife, and they are going to be equal. Parents are there, we are there, we hold a special place, but it should never be a tug of war and a fight for, your parents' attention and your wife's attention. That should never happen. If we don't start teaching our sons differently, they are going to be in a position, because see, they can make a very correct choice of balance between the relationships. And how can they do that if they are not given the skills to do it?
I'm also agree with this. That,
Yeah.
Before, when we're talking in the old the time, why this happens that woman was in the house and they caring of the house, and because men they go physically and kill the big elephant mammoth,
Yes.
and they bring meat inside. So they was maybe out for maybe 1 month, 2 months till they found, and then bring it this big piece of meat at house, and woman was trying to prepare and organize. So from that time, we are too much evolution, in the industry, that everything is controlled by money. You can agree, you cannot agree, but you're influenced by payment, you're influenced by your work, and you're influenced by society, you're influenced that somebody have new phone, somebody don't have new phone. Everything is, in our generation, is to increase spending, increase your wishes. And it's completely good, because we are living in mostly more safety areas now. That's why it's very important that men understand that woman not his slave. Woman do part of her job and her duty, and that's why she must to have, as you said, woman money as a salary once per month, or another card when men will transfer.
So, actually, I'll tell you,
normal.
she's so right. It's normal, because I have seen patients who say, but I'm giving her so much money to buy her clothes in the year, how can you count that?
Count that.
How can you? But this is just one example that I'm giving you. It shows the mindset of the person. So when you think that the woman is doing nothing sitting in the house, that's the first mistake you have made. She bore your children, she chose to stay at home, to look after them, to develop their character, and you took all that free of cost. And to put her down and not respect her for that is the worst thing you could do.
Having said that, family unity is very important. Life
Yes.
is all about family, the upbringing, the raising. How important is it for a family?
I think it's also depends because you always need to remember that first of all, God bring you in this family. It means He want to teach you something through the journey of growing inside this family. So that's why it's giving for you in the beginning of the life like a sign, yeah. But when you're growing up, it's only up to you because there is so many families are not happy, or have domestic violence, have alcoholic issues. So it's only when you're growing you must realize that this in your family was some problem and some mistake, and you need to heal yourself, and you need to build a better family with your partner, not to do the same which one you was growing if it was not very good for you.
Karma always comes back, yes. And I don't want to use the word, but you know what karma is. So.
It depends what are you doing in your
Yes.
life. Maybe karma to come back to you
Good also.
in a very
Yes.
success and very good.
Yeah, that's why,
Unfortunately, people taking karma only in the negative.
Absolutely,
negative
I
way.
agree.
with that, I really don't end the segment number one. It's getting more intense because, it's all about generic. In my segment number one, POV, there's behind the persona. What is one thing you think that you need to remove from yourself? And what is the one thing you want to add in yourself?
So of course, more financial stability and security women have, yeah. So then she start feeling herself, and then she start really live the life what she born for, yeah.
And what do you want to remove from that in your
I'm actually very perfect. I don't want to remove much anything.
I love that,
Yeah,
Malina.
because we all are unique, and what is very important is just to add more value. Maybe I want to remove, only traffic in UAE.
What do you want to add and what do you want to minus? Plus and minus. What do you want to
Okay, from my life, right? So really, I want to add more awareness that what I have is really satisfactory and enough. So I want to remove that negativity, because when I come to this age, I don't want other people's negativity to rub off on me and for me to forget my focus in life.
Interesting topic. Actually, I brought out, to get the credit, but that's okay. They brought out so many things that is a fact happening around, and I believe that if this continues and this kind of initiative comes, for sure, you will beat out around so many challenges. So with that note, put our segment number 2. Moving to our segment number 2, which is Brand and Beyond. According to you, how important is hospitality in terms of services and food?
I think it's imperative that hospitality remains at the top. Whether it is, I'm from a hospital background, okay, so it's a services industry, and if you forget that there is a customer there also, then somewhere along the line you have lost out on everything. It depends on your hospitality, how you manage that. That adds the extra to whatever you're doing in your service.
How about you, Melina?
What I believe that the food is the main ingredient for our body and of course for our soul. So for my opinion, the food is having very important for our health and our lifestyle. If you eating quality food, you will have a better health and you stay healthy longer. Which one is very important? In my opinion, I'm not recommend people to forget about their body, yeah, because nowadays many food cooking with very unhealthy way, with too much oil, with too much, I don't know even what this,
Masala,
no, not masala, like chicken in something.
the breadcrumbs.
Yes, which one is not healthy? Yes, and it's very important if you allow yourself. Like, look, we all want to have good work. We all want to have good money. We too much worry about what society think about us. We too much worry about everything except what we are putting in our mouths and what are going from our mouths.
Exactly. That's
So it's very important, in my opinion, to have quality food. And of course, in UAE example, as we are living here now, the service is amazing. They are so perfect for the high standard, and it's very competitive because so many restaurants here, and you need to be really one of the best in the hospitality. So you will have so many loyal clients always.
How was your first impression when you entered Hoya?
So I thought it was so unique. Then when you come in, it's like it's greenery and so much light, which as you enter inside, you don't really realize.
Yeah.
So it just has got very nice vibes. It looks very nice.
How about you, Melina? How do you think about Hoya?
Yeah, I will first try the food, then I can judge. Because beautiful cover is not always is
Yes,
good.
I agree.
So of course, if you're talking of the hospitality, it's very important to try the dishes.
Some of the top 3 brands you think that has really empowered you because about your persona?
For me, it's my mom. She too much supporting me in all my journey as an influencer, as a blogger, and it's very important to have family support.
So I feel that if brands had to, there have been brands that have understood my persona actually,
Wow.
because they have actually wanted me to talk about their brand with my skills of my medical background
Yeah.
in it. So it's been a pleasure to work with those brands, even though it's been food alone, because I do heal my patients and their hormonal problems with food and lifestyle. So when the brand understands that I'm bringing a different kind of perspective and they actually utilize that skill, I think that makes the collaboration even better.
That's well said. Brands always understand our persona, sometimes in commercial ways also. They feel that no, this is the way it goes on. But at the end, we have to move together, either this brand or that brand. That's why the life is all about brand and beyond. So that's our segment number 2, where we have understand not only about Hoya, but also many other brands' perspective, that every time you need to understand that the niche of the products are very important. Then only you can grow with your perspective. Move to our segment number 3, which is Audience Q, where we'll see how the audience have asked about yourself, about your choices, and about your actions. So now in Crowd Q, Melina and Doctor will ask you some questions which our viewers has asked you.
Okay.
Like before, but this time it's a twist poll. So you need to give your viewpoints, like what do you think, yes or no.
Okay.
According to you, TikTok friends are more important or real friends are more important?
Real friends.
How about you?
To be honest, both are important, because sometimes real friends not supporting new people from the social media.
That's true.
Yeah.
However, have you noticed that the life of influencers are not easy? Just imagine if the social media shut down. What are you gonna do next?
Oh, I'll find something to do, definitely.
How about you, Melina?
Me too, I have two education, don't
Yes.
worry.
Yes. I will continue my education of other people, that's for sure, which I've been doing, my awareness talks and everything.
Any time, any chance happen that you're presenting one brand, by mistakenly said other brand name?
By accident, you mean?
By accident.
Because mostly all influencers, they are not talking in real time, so
Yeah.
they can correct it later in over voice example.
Oh yes, it happened.
Okay.
How about you?
So it's not happened in terms of a brand name, but it could be something I have said about the brand that the brand didn't want me to say, and I've been asked to do a voiceover over that.
Yeah, this one.
So it was not wrong what I was saying, but they didn't want that one line to be used.
Yeah.
So I've had to do a voiceover with that.
Okay. Any video of yours, suppose got million views and viral, and you are very popular now. So how will be your fame handled? Can you handle the fame easily, or will it be like normal same how you are?
Normal.
How about you, Melina?
Yeah, I have some videos which reach 2-3 million in TikTok.
Yes, she's doing excellent.
Yeah, and still
Yeah.
the normal one, right?
And still I looking my Habibi. I'm still single.
Oh my god. How about trollings? You know, sometimes you get very bad trolls, sometimes you get good trolls. Do you love to get trolling?
No, I don't.
How about you?
For me, actually, I also love my haters. I have some of them who been in 2 years, 3 years, keep sending me messages, keep commenting. I restrict them, they don't know about it, but only I see it. But they still do for me favor and is making my statistic grow. So thank you also, guys and girls.
That's all about the crowd cube where the audience has sent their post to you guys, and I think it's commendable. Move our segment number 4. It's all about unplugged and ambitions. Your favorite emoji?
Emoji,
Yeah, favorite.
flying money.
Purple heart.
How about you?
Purple heart.
What's that purple heart?
There's a heart.
Oh, I think it's red. Why purple?
Purple because purple is my favorite color. I'm identified by
favorite
that.
color.
Yes, today you're wearing my favorite color. If you notice, I've even put purple on my eyes today to just.
Okay. What do you think is social media a real title if you're looking for social media? What title you will give?
It's my friend.
And you?
Inspiring.
Okay. Any guilty regret you have in your life that yeah, I did this one and oh why I did that?
So I have one regret. I would have probably played out my medical field a little differently, but I was not a very ambitious go-getter. So I have a regret for that.
How about you? Any regret? I think you don't have regret.
I still don't have regret as I don't have a husband yet.
You mean you'll get a regret after this?
I hope no.
Any post of social media you posted and you saw that it is something weird and you deleted immediately?
What weird you mean?
Means like it's not good according to your persona and just deleted.
So I didn't delete it because I thought it was not good. I thought maybe the brand will not like it. That's why I deleted
How
it.
about you? You delete anything like that?
No, you always can hide. No need to directly delete. You can hide.
You can hide and then
Yeah.
come back again.
Yeah. And
I can't say the same for myself. No.
Define yourself in 3 words.
Inspiring and honest and also hardworking.
How about you? How about you?
I'm taking a pause because usually I like when people talk about me. I'm seeing also that I'm very strong. It's very hard to handle me. I'm like a cup of coffee. If you like tea, you're not for me. Then, of course, I can be very soft if you treat me with very good kindness and care, like financial, of course. I'm talking about my future husband.
Okay.
Give him a tips. I think also, I don't know this word, maybe hardworking, but I'm not hardworking. Yeah, because I don't like work hard. I liking create management of my work. How these
Yeah.
words I can be
Yeah. Sweet food or salty food?
Salty.
sweet.
Okay. Any trip you want to move now if you get a chance?
If I get a chance now,
Yeah.
Iceland.
I have passport in my bag. I'm ready.
I'm ready. Yes.
Any childhood incident you did, like the fun and you got very nicely from your family?
Yeah, I got.
How about you?
What is means? I know
Any naughtiness you did in your childhood?
me? I'm perfect.
I was not naughty, but I did get once for
Actually,
something I,
was
did that was
beating
not good.
always. I was very naughty.
What's your favorite subject?
My favorite subject as an educational subject,
Yeah.
biology
And you?
and human anatomy. Yes.
I think for me it's languages. I like learning new languages and all what is about creating something with your hand, inspiration.
Yeah.
What is about not math for sure.
Did you Google yourself any time?
Yes, I did.
Did you Google yourself? Who is Melina?
Mm,
Flight Indian?
Actually, I work on my profile to be on the top in the Google search by different hashtags and criteria.
Wow.
So it's like one of the tip. If you want Google know about you, always use one hashtag about your name, about your industry, and about what you give to the people. So then Google can connect all the pages. If you Google me now, you will find about me minimum 10 pages now.
So that's from the Sweet Connection, Doctor.
Thank you
And
so
I
much.
believe that
Melina, thank you.
you
Yes.
have to know that life is all about moving on. And something I could give from my partner is Sweet Connection. They always give gluten-free food, and she has
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
This
Yes.
is something we can try. I want to end today's episode, the Grand Premiere. It was amazing to know you guys. So before we end, we'll go to our last segment of the show. Conversation that stays. What did you learn in today's conversation?
So actually, I'll say I'm very inspired by what Melina's talked about. She's very grounded, I feel. Yeah, she's very grounded, and she's very spiritual also at the same time. That's the impression I got from whatever I heard her say.
How about you? What did you learn from her?
Yeah, I learned that it's very important to take care more about the food through our woman health and hormones, like
Yes.
which doctor share. It's like really very important as it will keep us so young and looks good for many ages. I will need to be more inspired and take your receipts.
And what is the experience with table conversation where real talks and real impacts?
So for me, this was quite new because to not come prepared with a certain topic, but it's fun to do this because I'm quite vocal otherwise also, and to let me, for you to give me a free hand to say what I want to say is something I really enjoy. So
How about
that
you,
is.
Melina? When you come
For me, it doesn't matter because if I'm looking for a husband, I can have time anytime to announce that I need him.
how did you feel this concept, table conversation? What did you like about table conversation?
Yeah, it's interesting because it's always interesting to know someone's opinion about a new subject, example, new discussion, and I like it.
And last but not the least, what you'll be taking today from this table conversation back to your home? When you think about this Grand Premiere, what you gonna take?
The most important thing I want to take from here is that you need to make a positive change, whether it's in your life or it's in somebody else's life.
How about you, Melina?
Yeah, I think it was said very nice, and I think for me it will be also taking that it's always good to say yes for new opportunities.
Yeah.
It's a new project, and we are number one here with you today, so it's
For
new
me,
opportunity.
Yeah, for me it's alhamdulillah, blessing day always, because I think that life is all about learning and growing, and unless and until you don't know others, you cannot never grow, because this is how the opportunity comes. Table conversation was my niche to bring out such personas, especially to connect to the youth, because we believe you are very special and you make us special. So as we talk on appreciation, I have something
So lovely.
as matching your color today, and Dr. that's for you.
Thank you so much. These are beautiful.
An amazing
Yeah.
day. And
It's very
So,
beautiful.
Thank you. These are
and
beautiful.
Let's have
Yeah.
chocolate candies.
yeah,
Mm.
because life is all about new changes.
Mm.
And that's why
I know. Look at that. I never saw the chocolate till you mentioned
Yes,
it.
here
Yes,
it is. It's
amazing.
nice.
Very
And
nice.
I like that it's hiding, so you will take one and you never know what will be inside. It's like our life journey.
So yeah. So with that note, anything you want to say to the youth who will watch this table conversation? What's your final intake? And I hope we continue more. So what's your final intake?
So I've always mentioned this, that the teenagers don't know how important they are to themselves and how they can prevent disease and problems in their life later if they don't get lost somewhere along the way. You know, we don't want to be judgmental of them at all, but there is a safe space available, and there is where they can come and have a conversation about their health and about other things also. And most important is that they are unique. Every one of y'all is unique, whether you are older, whether you are younger. I tell all my women that you are unique. Look after yourselves. It's very, very important.
How about you? What do you want to say to the youth?
I truly believe that what you said is really amazing. It's really good because unfortunately our days there is not enough education about the health, about women health and men health, and they combination together and what can be it in future. So it's very important to have safe space, and sometimes it can be your mom, sometimes it can be inside your family, maybe your auntie, sometimes it can be doctor on the side. So, but I truly believe don't Google anything,
Yes.
go to the specific specialist and be inspiring. You're really, truly amazing. And you can also follow us for more inspiration.
Yeah. So you guys can follow Melina Flight English Instagram, and you can follow Dr. Tajul.
Guys, follow my Instagram. I'm Melena Flight in Dreams.
Yeah, you can follow my Instagram too. I have a page called Rajul _25, and there's a new page where I've got it's Dr. _Rajul _Matkar, because I've just made a doctor page where I'm putting out a lot of knowledge and tips on that page.
Guys, follow us also. Why only they should get exposure? I should also get exposure. I started TC, right? So, guys, just a joke. Follow Let's Chat. Be the voice of the youth, because we believe in elevating brands and voices. As I always say, parents are very important because nobody can replace them. Value them before it's too late, because at the end, it's how the unity of the family is. And I always say that women are our examples, because we need to protect them, because that is the job we have as a security. And what else you want? When Allah gives a blessing of women in a house, they are the one who is giving new birth to new generation. And we should be always proud that this is how the youth is all about. Competing each other is good in a level, but competing yourself to be a better version is something great, I believe. With that note, I always say, don't miss out all the episodes, because it will be bang on. Many more dramas, many more fun, many more new premiere, because it's all about TC, that is Table Conversation, where real talks impacts real life. Every persona has their own perspective, and we should value it. Till then, it's Muhammad signing out. That's Melina, that's Dr. Ajul. Jazakallah khair. Bye bye.
Why so
Bye. Thank
quickly?
you.
Stay with us.